Alright, and welcome back. I'm Rhys,
And I'm Billy.
and he's playing Fallout 4.
Yes, indeed I am. And straight into a loading screen. Oh, well, we're done actually.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting a longer one. Wow, I could blend well into that door.
Oh,
Well,
Right. Hey Nick.
Mr. Valentine.
And
you
we
know you can kill her.
Kill a lot of people.
Yeah, I accidentally killed her. I mean, I totally reset and had the whole thing go again. But what happened was, I wanted to go downstairs, before you could, because I came here first. And so, she's got the key on her, so I went in and tried to pickpocket, and I took the key out. She noticed, she got pissed, she tried to kill me. And then her friend from downstairs came up and tried to kill me, and I killed them both. They won't die.
Fair enough.
You can shoot, basically they become Piper. Shoot them enough and they'll just go,
All over.
and then they get back up.
Fair enough.
But they didn't like me.
Alright, Nick, let's go. Piper, hurry up.
Alright, right now it is almost, it's about a couple of weeks to Valentine's Day, and Ryan Reynolds has a good tip for you.
Don't be Deadpool.
Nothing says romance like an anonymous note with the words, "You're next," written all creepy and childlike.
Very true. Very true.
Yes, I take it this isn't a social call.
That has over 1,001 likes.
Time for you to reverse death itself.
Time for you to reverse death itself! Really?
Yeah.
You need a dead man's memory.
But I go for the sarcastic lines not because of the humor, just because the responses of people after are like, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
You do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains.
Yeah, that was more of a case of what was wrong with it.
How about this one?
I mean,
Technically, the corpse was already defiled.
was defiled already.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need
Sucks
this.
to be that
And
corpse.
so do we.
Fine, I'll take a look, but no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Could you say that like Dr. Frankenstein?
Say that like Dr. Frankenstein.
Igor, fetch me my bread!
No, I will
Nobody.
not!
Do you have it?
She was pissed at it. No, I will not!
Alright, fine, here you go.
What I could
Well,
find.
what I could find of it, I did blow up his head.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A new
I did
hippocampus?
psychology, and we did a bit of neuroscience.
I'm not surprised.
The hippocampus is a lot smaller than
All
that.
Institute technology
No, it's
has a
probably like
similar
take it
architecture.
to the game. She just states how small it is. Brain's still good?
So the brain is still good, right?
Possibly. There's no sign
But
of
yeah,
decay.
but yeah, the hippocampus is literally like,
Tissue.
I don't know,
Injecting
the
some
size of
compound to keep
the
it
P
stable.
in possible.
There's no way to access the memories inside
It's not that
without a
big.
compatible
It's like a little
You're
dot.
talking about
Fair
me, right?
It can be sucked out with a
I'm
straw.
an old synth.
Good stuff.
If the
Okay.
Institute built me out of similar parts, we might have an in.
There could be long-term side effects. I don't know where
Yeah.
to even begin.
You know, I was really disappointed with this.
Don't
What?
bother.
They talk about the long-term side effects.
Plug me in.
It happens. There's a bit of a reference that he may have had some
We should try plugging you into a toaster next.
residual
Toast.
implications.
Nice to know that even when I'm
From-
about to have a foreign object shoved into my noggin.
Seriously,
find new horrible ways to laugh at my
do you just not like him?
Nick enjoys witty banter.
Just sit down.
Start cackling like an old grizzled
but yeah,
person
so-
when they pull me out, okay?
They make a reference that he might have some of who's and what's its thing going on in his brain,
Talking to me, Mr. Valentine?
and then they don't do anything with it.
Cognitive
Yeah.
functions could be dire.
That annoyed me so much. They built it up. It'd be like, really cool if one day you're like fighting out with Nick, and he just turns around and shoots you in the back. That would have made something really cool.
Yeah.
But no, they just don't do anything with it. Disappointed.
On the memories in the implant.
Is Nick gonna be okay?
Yes, the connections appear to be stable. Hopefully, it'll be as simple as
Shoo-ba-doo.
unplugging the implant once we're done. That
Doo-ba-doo-doo-ba-doo.
doesn't get around the current problem. The memory
What we
encryption
used?
is too
2.
strong for a single mind.
Level 7!
But
Team.
what if we
100?
use 2? We load You and Mr. Valentine
Uh-huh.
into memory lab.
How can you run cognitive functions in parallel? People think differently, and a computer thinks a lot more efficiently than a human. So to run it in parallel, you basically be giving Nick a lobotomy. You'd be making
Nick and I
him
are gonna share a
stupid.
mind. Yeah, I'm not gonna see him in any.
Seriously.
I just find some of them funny.
Smart mouth was all it
Oh, jeez. He does not look happy with you.
No. You won't have to worry about that. The only
He does
memories
not
you
look happy
possess
with
are
you
the
the more you
ones
say
you
shit
remember.
like that.
I was sarcastic to Nick all the time. He likes me.
No, he doesn't.
Get
Yes.
started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Get in there, Nick. Go on. Get away from. There we go.
Get in.
If we do find compromising positions, I'll try to pipe it later. Okay?
Seriously.
She said okay. Well, it would be fun if we could.
Did you ever try going here first?
No.
You can actually go in the memory machine earlier.
Just Piper getting a good look there.
But you can actually go in the memory machine earlier, but it's your memories that are being looked at. You actually get to see the kidnapping actually happen, and you get to see more of it because you get to see the bits that you couldn't quite see, and you get to see the full thing, and it's actually quite interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, so you should have tried that.
Yeah.
You missed out on something really cool there.
No, if you said we could have done that.
I did mention it.
When?
I'm fairly sure I mentioned that if we'd gone to Good Neighbor, we could have seen something.
I don't remember.
No, of course you
Simulation
didn't.
appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary.
Just walk.
I'll try to step you through the intact memories and
Alright, we
hope
have to wait for
find
us to finish his speech stuff.
that gives us some clue to the institute's
You know,
location.
I don't want to judge you and all, but
There.
you can't
This
walk
is the
on
intact memory.
synapses and neural connections. You just can't.
You can if you look at this right.
But anyway, yeah, you see these things you got going on here. Basically, it's the same thing, just with you in your freezy thing and your wife in the freezy thing. You get to access memory points about all of them. You get to learn a bit more of information. Oh, you missed it. Maybe you can still do it. Because they won't actually let you do it again because it's so traumatic. But you,
I was such a
I don't know,
dummy
you can try and do it.
Yeah.
What did I know about how the world worked?
And this is the slowest part
I
of the
think
game.
now she
It is,
wanted
because
me
we
to
just have
kill
to
her.
press all these points, listen to the
should
plot
have.
developments, and then move on to the next one.
Instead, I ended
Sleepy
up running
sleep.
away.
Oh, and it's
I told myself I wanted to find
Kellogg
someone
wearing red
from
rocket
under
pajamas
the
for whatever
thumb
reason.
of the NCR and all their rules.
Was it the snigger?
But really,
Lovely. Red Rocket.
I was
Get
running
your
from the
pajamas.
guilt of not protecting her from Dad.
It's a onesie.
It is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
And I know how much you feel about onesies.
I just don't get the point of them. For babies, yeah, sure. For human adults, no.
What's it mean?
So, dog adults?
I don't know. I reckon it'll be convenient for doggy pooping, especially when they get cut in the winter.
Haircuts. Shaved. Not cut. Cut. I think you can leave now.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me.
You can leave.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but
You're just learning everything.
she loved me.
Pretty much, might as
in a
well.
way.
Oof.
And she protected me from Dad.
So, how about
That
them
cost
jets,
her
eh?
more than a few beatings.
Screw the Jets.
I never knew what
Scandal!
happened after I left. Dad
See you,
was
Mom.
either drunk or not around.
No, you actually do have to
I
listen
guess
to them
he
all.
must have run
Ooh,
with
the
one of
path's
the
right
raider
there.
gangs, but I never really knew
This
what he
doesn't
did.
seem to be what we're looking
Shut
for.
down on
Don't
blah
know
blah
why
blah
Mom
blah
was
blah
with him.
stuff.
Maybe it's some
Yeah, you're like, we actually have to stay here. Path's right there. Oh, well, no, no. You don't even need to stay, you can keep walking.
Do you really not care about plot that much?
I didn't even care about it the first
Never made
time.
me think that
Really?
a guy
Why?
like me should have a
Boring.
daughter.
Interesting enough.
No,
Really?
I never
Kellogg
did.
being humanized? He's a
Not for 1 second.
selfish douche nozzle.
I liked Kellogg. He was an appropriate dick. He didn't raise my son for 10 years, like I said.
He's a douche nozzle.
How did
I
you
like it.
think this was going to end, Kellogg?
He was a douche nozzle, but he was a justified douche nozzle.
You thought you could just
I didn't
fuck
see any
with us,
justification.
and we
If you
wouldn't
actually
fuck
listen to
with
that
you?
stuff, yeah.
I did listen to the stuff the first time. Hence
You
why.
just said you didn't.
No, I said I didn't care about it, but I did listen to it.
And you
I was hoping for something interesting.
weren't there to help them.
Not that he's banging that chick.
Yeah. Boring. Pass off to the right.
I found another memory to try.
Magic and disappearance. Shame you can't actually run any faster in this.
No, that's because you're a mine.
Yep, just strolling through the memories of some other random dude.
Mind if we sit down? Suit yourself.
What's up, bartender?
I don't remember.
Why
much
did she
from
turn
that
to look at
time.
you?
It all kind of
Nothing.
blends together. It was almost always a bar, though.
And she's frozen in that position.
Doobadoo.
There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill.
What was that picture?
I got pretty good at it.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east.
Is this done yet?
Getting as
Nope.
far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
What? Oh shit.
I'm glad you decided to meet
Look.
with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if it really existed.
How weird is that?
As you can
Yeah.
see,
There's no describing that picture, really, is
it's
there?
come to my attention
No,
that
it's a
rather
picture that
distant
makes it look
of
like
other
an
operations
ass.
lately.
Maybe you'll put it up, maybe you
This
won't.
must stop.
You heard
You
all
can send me the
sorts of
picture.
rumors
It's only on
about the
iPhone, you can just
Institute,
pick it up.
Alright.
but I figured
It's a picture of a dude who's
boogeyman for anything bad that
kissing
might
his
happen.
kid, but because he's bald and he's got a hairy arm, it kind of looks like it's
They
an
didn't know
ass
anything about
being
operating on the
spread, and it's
surface.
so weird.
Relied on their sense for
Couldn't
everything.
figure it out for a second, you
I
just sort
finally
of see
ended
it.
up at the
Alright.
Commonwealth.
If I could, I would
Kinda ran
listen
out
to all
of
the story,
road.
but it's gonna take too long. Basically, in short,
Come
One
to
of you
terms
has
with
got
life.
to tell us something.
Kellogg,
It wasn't gonna be
He's a bit of a
stupid enough
douche.
to get
He is a
mixed up
douche.
with caring about other people.
he's a bit of a douche
Looks
that's
mostly intact.
fallen on
It was
hard
just
times, so
me
he
against the world.
tries to find work where he can, and then get the job with the Institute.
Because
And
he
then-
killed his kid.
Not purposely.
Vault computers are still working. That's good.
And then we know this point, this is just like
Hopefully it's
on the outside of it.
That's funny.
Pod CC.
David Bowie died at 69.
I was now the
Alan Rickman died at
Institute's
69.
main operator of the
Hilarious.
Commonwealth.
Donald Trump is 69 years
They
old.
needed something done.
Soon.
Yeah, you basically get to see this side, but from your perspective
Yeah,
of going,
and
what
if
the
we-
fuck.
Go over here.
This one stood out.
There I am.
You basically get to
Didn't
see,
know
like,
then
this
who it
section,
was
just a
we were
case of,
grabbing
What's
for
up, babe?
yeah, it's basically just this bit where you get to see, like, you know, like, who is
I'm not
this?
saying
Why'd
I
they
haven't
do
done
this?
it, but,
A bit, you know.
I never liked to. And yet, even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive.
And why'd you leave him
I understood
alive?
That kind of revenge.
In fact, why'd you kill everyone?
But I was cocky enough to
just gotta
assume
leave
I
everyone
could
else.
handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got. The eggheads never liked taking
See what it
orders
says about
from
the rest of the people.
dirty, contaminated degenerate
Nothing.
like
But I'm
me.
just like,
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had
Basically,
our
we
orders.
said-
Who was the original old man?
Guess the old man didn't want so many loose
there is only
ends.
one old man.
Too bad he left alive the one
What do you mean the
person he
original old
shouldn't
man?
have.
Well, he says he got his orders from the old man, right?
Yeah.
Who was that old man?
The same old man that we meet later.
That's your son!
Oh, hey, that chick woke up.
Oh yeah, they're being different.
This is the one.
But yeah, but the old man you meet later is your son.
I did really not go for it, did I?
No. So how is your son there giving orders?
Almost.
Magic.
Everything's gonna be fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what you're going with?
Yeah. No, I've no idea who the original old man is. Just some other old man that owned the institute, I guess.
Once.
Be nice to explain that.
That or there's a secret plot about time travel that we don't get. You, baby. You bastard, even though you're me technically at this moment in time.
At least we still have a backup.
And I get frozen. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then 5 years later, like, no, baby.
5 years?
I don't know however long it was.
Let's see. It's been 200 years since the war started. You were unfrozen about 60 years after that event.
I found another intact memory.
And now they're all empty.
Whenever you're ready.
Someone put this in. This is gonna be a good year. David Bowie dies. Fuck, maybe I'll get better. You know what? Fuck this shit. Hey look, I think that's where he meant to go.
Yeah.
Is that
What's up, John?
your son?
Wasn't my idea to settle down with a kid in the middle of Diamond City.
Good news, I think.
I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet
Do,
projects,
do,
so
do,
here
do,
we were.
do.
Me and the kid. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the
Right,
old
come
man
on.
works.
Hurry up, plot development.
I wonder if
Done
we
with the
can
plot
start
development yet?
No, we
Because
need-
this episode's been going on for like 17 minutes.
Yeah, we need to kind of wait for him to finish his dialogue so that guy comes through the door. You know the shenanigans.
Yes. Lots of shenanigans. Intense levels of shenanigans.
Ah, crap, I'm stuck behind Sean. Oh. Yeah, there we go.
How'd you manage that one?
From up there. There we go.
Kellogg.
What's up, Courier dude?
It's okay.
Oh, Corsair dude.
One of these days you're gonna get
He's a robot.
the new
Yeah.
breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in.
I still don't get what the Institute's up to.
Pure and simple.
There are so many plot holes in this, I don't understand any of it.
And faster than almost any real human.
My only concern is that my
Just
son
glad
looks
they were
nothing
always
like
on
me.
my side.
I'm a little concerned.
He looks like the mailman!
Minimizing my exposure to civilians
I guess
Said anything.
slightly.
Yeah, he's got the hair. But yeah, he's defaulted to look like that.
One of our
Yeah, exactly.
scientists has left the institute.
Only his skin color changes.
Yeah, if you have a black kid, it'll be black, but it's always a boy. And it always looks like that.
Yeah.
We know he's hiding somewhere.
Which is strange.
Here's his
Mhm.
file.
It's concerned.
It is. So,
Some heads are gonna roll.
Yeah, that actually reminds me of this thing that Markiplier did when he was playing Octodad.
Just elimination.
Like, you know, like,
Elimination.
yeah, he's an octopus.
um,
Classified program.
He's not like,
that's blank, dude.
you can't read in dreams.
One of the top
I would assume the same
bios-
thing would be a case of, like, you know,
Damn.
this is technically a waking dream.
I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only
Probably read that if you zoomed in enough.
Yeah.
There you go, that one says Tesla, right there. One on the end says Tesla. I can read in dreams, screw you.
Yes. Stand next to me.
Don't give a shit. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Don't ask questions. But yeah, he was talking about, you know, like, he was talking to the kid. He's like, my son, who looks suspiciously like the mailman. He's like, because, you know, the son's a human.
Yeah.
And at the end of the game, they actually make a question about that. Just like, if he's an octopus, then what are we?
Yeah.
Where did we come from? And everyone just laughs. It's like, no, seriously.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, come on, answer the question.
Now it all makes sense.
Alright, we good? Can we go now?
Nobody's
That makes no sense.
The Institute.
How is there no
There's
entrance?
entrance.
Who got there first?
Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
I don't know, I guess they dug a big hole. And then they had Corsair come back later and dig it all up.
I don't know, you gonna go straight there now? Or are you gonna do some more shit?
Yeah, probably do some more shit. I'm a bit under leveled.
To go fight courses?
Yeah.
Go do the railroad. You'll level up a lot on the railroad.
Slow movements, okay?
Oh,
But you can do that next time.
exactly.
Because this has already been a 20-minute episode.
Yeah.
Because of damn plot development.
Damn you, plot development.
No, I wasn't paying attention. Did you get the scene where he was surrounded by synths? Being given the deal by the Institute the first time?
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. That's where I said, screw this plot development and then explain what happened.
I thought that was when he was in the bar.
No.
Well, I'm not paying attention.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, I was just...
Yeah, I was Billy.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.